Hello. You're probably asking yourself,
where have you been?
Well, my dear pleasant viewer, there's a perfectly logical explanation for this, which I will explain now. Welcome to my kitchen. I fooled you. I know exactly what you're thinking. It has been an abysmal length of time since I posted my last video, and for that I am very sorry. Before we jump into the reasons of why I took an unexpected hiatus that I basically told no one about, I can't really call this a proper Soupiest artist video unless there's art involved. Before I explain what the HE double hockey sticks happened to me in the month of September, here's a Speedpaint video to keep your ungodly attention span from clicking away from this video, since I'm just going to be rambling and talking the entire time. But like every good video, before we start this one off, here's Past Soup with a little message for y'all. Take it away, Past Me. Why, hello. Do you like stickers? Or perhaps a tasteful print? Have you ever thought to yourself, man, my house is really lacking soup vibes? Then fear not. For now, as in, right now. The Soupiest artist Bestie is now open for business. We've got stickers for all your soupy needs. And a print so magical you'll be sparkling soup-fey magic around your home in no time. Are you ready to add a little bit of whimsy into the everyday in your own home? Then check out the link in my description to get your hands on these magical trinkets that every single magpie in the area will be craving. And seriously, thank you so much to the people who have bought stuff so far. Thank you for supporting your local soup-fey goddess. I so appreciate you guys so much. This beloved speed paint, which you are watching right now through the magic of editing, is a redraw of an older piece that I made for my The Arcana apprentice, Lyris Lecker, whom I love and adore, and her devout love interest, Vesuvius' slipperiest boy, Julian Deverek. The original piece was based off of a list of all these really cute headcanons about what the main six would do if they would go out on dates that were all like fall themed. Needless to say, all I needed to really read was Julian taking MC apple picking, and I was head over heels and struck with the urge to draw this monstrosity, which, you know, at the time, 2019, thought it was the good kush. To which 2023 me responds with blarg, very cursed. But you know, here in 2023, the dearest doctor, leeches and all, has been slowly crawling back in my subconscious for God knows why. And you know, since I wanted to post more fall related art, since it is October and it's supposed to be flooded with pumpkins and crunchy leaves that make your grandma go nice, I decided to do a redraw of this piece in my silly little storybook style because I thought it would look really cute. And it turned out to be. I'll probably hate it next week, but for now it's good. But enough about me rambling on about art and silly little stories I made up, full of silly little people that I like to torture endlessly. You're here for story time. Sit crisscross applesauce and I will tell you why Soup absolutely unintentionally ghosted everyone in the month of September. My bestie, Soul, for the purposes of this video, whom I dearly treasure. We have been best friends since the dawn of kindergarten, and here's the anime backstory to that. As all of us munchkins were lined up, ready to go and embrace our first day of the next approximate 13 years of our lives, I screamed for no reason at all, which is pretty on par with me of the past and of the present. But little did I know that by that simple act of screaming, Soul would turn around and scream with a velocity that matched my own. Fate had brought us together, and upsettingly, fate tore us apart. Physically. All these years later, and we are still the best of friends. So it came as no surprise when she messaged me back in May just to tell me that she was engaged. Which I, of course, was thrilled out of my little fey mind. You know, just to be humbled when she then asked me to be one of her maids of honor. I felt like I was given a holy quest, but one where I don't carry a ring because bridesmaids don't really do that. So Soul told me that she was planning the wedding for June of next year. So immediately I had made up my mind to save up as many little coins and trinkets as I could to purchase my way into staying with her early so that way I could help with whatever I could get my grubby little fey hands on. The months passed until in August I receive a message from Soul. Hey, if I had the wedding in October, would would you still be able to make it? Well, yes, of course. Me with my big brain thinking she was just moving the date of the wedding to next year, just a different month. But I just wanted to make sure she meant the following year, as in 2024. No, as in October, as in this year. That's quite a considerable jump if you ask me. Of course, I wanted to be there. I wasn't gonna miss this for the whole world's combined collection of chicken nuggies. But I also wanted to spend time with Sol to help her in any way I possibly could, since I had no typical 9 to 5 bolting me down. So immediately I went and asked my parents if for my birthday present this year I could fly down and be with Sol a couple weeks early. They said yes, because they're amazing. Which also meant that I felt like I wasn't able to start any new projects that my artist brain really wanted to do, because with the remaining time I had at home, I didn't want to leave a mess for my family to be annoyed by for those 2 weeks. So I kind of just stuck myself in this creative purgatory, and it sucked because spooky season was coming, and you guys know this. I wanted to do spooky stuff, but I couldn't prep any spooky stuff. Like, I knew I wanted to make an absolutely delectable Halloween costume and sew some autumny hobbit clothes to fulfill all my whims and fantasy. I just saved all those juices to unleash when I got to Sol's apartment, which actually helped free my brain to toil over something else. The fact that I would be flying by myself for the first time, and I needed to mentally prepare to say the right thing so I don't accidentally end up in airport jail. All the pleasures of living with obsessive anxiety. Everything went fine though, go figure. I only got stopped in TSA because their little x-ray camera couldn't see behind the mic that I packed, which, you know, prompted the TSA agent to ask me, you know, what I used it for, and oh, I'm just trying to be an artist YouTuber. You can do it, babe. Which was actually really sweet of her. I arrived in one Soupiest at midnight, where I finally got to meet Sol's boyfriend, Joseph. She's been dating this gem of an absolute human being for the better part of 4 years, and this is my first time meeting him. And honestly, those 2 weeks, I just got to see how much those two love each other and how much they just absolutely adored each other. Very cute. And you know, after I finally got my sleep schedule under control because my flight did get in at midnight, I finally buckled down and had every intention to get some actual work done. Which I didn't. Oops. Instead, I watched anime, helped Sol, and for the first time ever, I finally got to play D&D. Joseph DM'd while Sol and I played a couple of druids spreading their chaos across the land. Which, side note, if you would like to hear some of those stories of what happened in that one shot, let me know in the comments below, and I will see what I can do about that. Coincidentally, I also complained about how I brought a lot of things, but the dice that I had been given over the years by friends. My poor virgin dice. I still don't know the pleasures of being thrown like a dwarf. So the day of the wedding arrived, and my god, it was beautiful. As soon as Sol started walking down the aisle, I had to will every single part of my being to not cry because my mascara was now waterproof and I wasn't about to look like some kind of goth band reject. That would not fit the vibe. Sol and Joseph were just so in love with each other. I wish them all the best and great thanks for letting me invade their little paradise for the 2 weeks I was there. Now finally, coincidentally enough, 2 weeks after the wedding, I'm just now getting my bearings back and explaining myself. I'm so sorry for just, you know, dropping off the face of the earth. It probably will happen again because I forget. I will try to be more diligent in letting you know when hiatuses may or may not occur. Which, speaking of, the first week of November, I will be venturing further than any Soupiest has ventured before to invade a land called Disney World. And I will not be bringing any of my content making things with me. I'm going to have a proper vacation. There might be an odd doodle here and there on my Instagram, but I'm really not planning on making any videos at all while I'm there. Then we have ye ol' Thanksgiving, and I know my family has kind of plans, on what we'll do, which involves me traveling, but I will plan on bringing some of my content making stuff to that gig so I can hopefully get some video making done while I'm there. So I will have the intention of actually getting some work done, even though I still need to work on working on vacation. vacation. It's hard. So those are kind of the planned hiatuses that are coming up in the next month or so. You know, the days that there probably won't be a video. But you know, keep your ear to the ground over on my various social medias. And yeah, you'll catch the happenings of my, or at least the parts I actually, you know, post online. Reception is not the best in the Feywild. You need to get Xfinity on that. Thank you all so much for watching and for your continued patience as I navigate existing. As always, my Etsy is open and existing for your viewing pleasure and for your wallet's displeasure. But don't you worry, your jingly coins are going into the best, soupiest hands this side of the mortal realm. Follow me on my various socials. I'm the Soupiest artist basically everywhere. If there's a Soupiest artist, it's probably me. Unless there are imposters out there that I don't know about. In that case, they're sus. Don't follow them. Only follow me. Oh, along with subscribing and liking this video so that the algorithm doesn't think I'm some crazy person talking about chicken conspiracies. Do let me know down in the comments if you would like me to make some content or videos on the goofy little chaotic happenings of the one-shot Sol and I did while I was down with her. Please tell someone out there that you care about, that you love them. And remember, art is like soup. It can be anything. That was a short one. Okay, bye! And girls, they wanna have fun.